Hey guys, got a vendor reset video for you guys today. So, going to be covering mainly just highlights of some cool things to check out that you might be interested in from the vendor reset. If you are only interested in the dark zone vendor stuff, I will have a time down in the description. You can jump straight to the portion where I'm talking about some different things in the dark zone checkpoints and the dark zone safe houses. I'm going to go through a few of the best vendors and let you look at all the gear there. I'm not going to discuss it all, but I'm going to start with the hub or the terminal and then go through the base of operations and some safe houses and show you some cool stuff to check out. So first thing to note is the two new weapon blueprints on the Phoenix Credit vendor here is a military AK-47M and a converted SMG-9 blueprint. Both of those are available for Phoenix credits. The SMG-9, not sure how many people will be interested in that. The AK-47 is a really high base damage assault rifle. Really think if you're interested in running with an assault rifle and you like high damage, high DPS, the AK-47 might be something worth checking out. So I'm going to head over to the other vendor in just a moment, and the main thing I want you to note out of it is if you are running a Seeker Mine build, that vendor has a Seeker Mine damage mod available for Phoenix credits. That is a high-end and World Tier 4 level 33 gear mod. I will also have an alternate gear mod for Seeker Mine damage I will show you in just a moment, but just kind of want you to get an idea of where everything is. If you've got Phoenix credits to spend, want to get the best stuff you can, kind of what you want to look out and see for. I wasn't very impressed with any of the rolls on the weapons or the gear and the special equipment vendor. To me, nothing really seemed all that great to note. I'll let you kind of look and be the judge for yourself, but overall, armor rolls seem low, main stat rolls seem low. Nothing looked like it would be a god roll. You need to pick this up this week. Nothing really seemed over the top and special for this week, really. So again, I'm going to kind of take my time showing you this vendor specifically. The next one that I really take my time on to show you in detail is the Dark Zone 6 vendor, because that one will actually have a few very interesting pieces of gear that I want to point out to you guys. So the main thing that I'm going to be showing over the next few safe houses that I went to is going to be screenshots and just some simple, quick clips of some cool things that I saw. There was a few decent weapons I want to point out, a few decent gear mods, performance gear mods that I want to point out, and you guys can decide if it's something that interests you or that's something you just want to avoid. So entirely up to you guys on that. Alright, so next up is the base of operations vendor. The weapons vendor, I'll show you, didn't really have anything special, nothing really to note there. The gear vendor has a first aid ally heal gold level 33 gear mod. The purple gear mod there is a seeker mine damage, so if you're interested in that, that's an alternate if you don't have the Phoenix credits to spend. So, the cavern has a support station range mod if you're interested in that for a healing build. Camp Hudson has a custom L86. The L86 has a pretty decent roll on it. It's not the best, but it's decent. So you can check that out. Please note how much firearms I have, because that'll adjust how much base damage the weapon has with regards to when you look at it. Alright, so the Meat Locker has a M870 with Brutal and Adept, Predatory in the middle slot. It's actually not a bad M870 if you are desperately looking for one of those. I know they drop quite often, but it is a decent roll on that one. Alright, so the next safe house to point out is the Grindhouse, and this is probably the best weapon that I saw in going through the vendor reset. They have a AUG A3P sitting there. It's got Destructive, Unforgiving, and Meticulous. Now you may or may not like some of those talents, but overall I thought that was a pretty decent roll for a vendor weapon. Especially if you're going to be doing a lot of PvE focused content where you can kill targets, get the reload from Meticulous, Destructive helps on shredding enemy armor, those kind of things. Overall, not a bad weapon. Alright, so let's jump over to Dark Zone. Alright, so the Dark Zone 6 vendor has assembled 229 and World Tier 4 teal weapon or gear items. Most of these were not overly impressive, but two that I really want to point out is the Firecrest pieces. There's a Firecrest mask and glove piece up here where the armor roll is actually really high. The main stat roll is actually not bad. I was actually impressed with these two gear pieces. You could easily recalibrate one item on the mask and the gloves and easily get a jump start on a Firecrest build if you do not have the pieces already. So if you're looking for Firecrest, you might want to go and check out these, see if it's an upgrade over what you've got, or to see maybe if you want to get the Firecrest build started and set up. Alright, so going through the Safehouse DZ3, weapon vendor, overall nothing extremely fancy. There was a decent military G36, which I'm showing right here. Again, if you're interested, like what you see, go take a look. I compared it to what I had. It was not better than my M4, so I'm not going to get it. But actually, it wasn't bad damage on the G36. I was pretty impressed with that roll. So I'll scroll through, just let you see the rest of the weapons that are available here. Again, nothing really over the top, that special. Nothing God rolled, sadly. So nothing really that we can take an advantage of and really buy up in a hurry this week. So the next thing coming up is the DZ2 Safehouse. The DZ2 Safehouse had a pair of Savage gloves that were pretty decent. So I'll show you a picture of those there. They weren't too bad. And then the checkpoints. Only the things in the checkpoints I thought was kind of interesting was this MK46. This is the Dark Zone 3 Northwest checkpoint. The DZ5 West checkpoint has a self-heal performance gear mod. If you're interested in that, I somehow lost my picture of it for this video. The Dark Zone 2 West checkpoint has a reckless chest piece. Again, it's not over the top roll. The armor roll on it is a little bit low for what I would like, but it is a decent reckless chest piece if you do not have another one available for use. So I'll let you look over that one, see what you think. And the next two things up are DZ1 at the west and the east checkpoint. There is a loud vent break weapon mod. Most weapon mods I saw this week were pretty crap, so these two were actually pretty decent, so I wanted to throw up pictures and let you check those out. Alright, so that was my attempt at my first vendor reset video. Please let me know if you have any suggestions or other videos that you would like me to upload, and I will see what I can do about getting those up there. I'm trying to expand the content that I'm uploading for Division, and it would be great if you guys have any input of things you would like to see for me to upload for you, so just let me know.